Panda Panda. You've seen it on YouTube. Everyone put your hands together for Kandie Kramer.
Oh wait, I'm not famous enough to throw my clothes in the audience yet. So, sometimes I wonder why I do this. It's like I'm asking you to laugh at me as if the 19 years of bullying I had wasn't enough. Well, I like my men how I like my tampons. They never fit inside me. So, the other day, I just came up with that joke like today. Thank you. So, I was hanging out with my best friend the other day, who is here. And she was like, so what have you been up to since I last saw you like about a month ago? And I was like, well, I had to go to the emergency room because my blood pressure was lower than my self-esteem. As if that's even possible. Like, if I'm angry, you won't even know. Normally people's faces turn red, but mine turns whiter. That's possible. So, how many of you, when you go to the doctor, like they feel your abdomen during the physical, right? So whenever they do that to me, they always say, your abs are so strong. Do you work out or something? But little do they know that my strong abs come from years of constipation. Squeezing 9 days worth of poop out takes work, people. I wish I worked out sometimes, but more importantly, I wish I knew how to ride a bike. This way, I can have an excuse as to how I lost my hymen. I lost it when I was 6 on the playground from falling. What did you think I meant? It was the most painful moment of my childhood, other than when I first saw my reflection. This crowd is slightly larger than the amount of people who hated me in high school. Actually, it's nowhere near that amount. I guess a good way of saying it is that it's more crowded in here than it is in my uterus, hopefully. This past April Fool's Day, I thought about how my first boyfriend dumped me on April Fool's Day the year before. And, well, actually, no, it was on April 2nd, but, like, I guess he was just too scared to do it on April Fool's Day. Well, joke's on him, because on April 2nd, I was still pregnant. Whoa. I'm joking. Yes. So how many of you have anxiety? Yeah. I have an anxiety disorder, and I'm pretty sure I've had it since I was born. As I was coming out of the womb, I was probably thinking, what if I can't get back in? Now I'm gay. Just kidding, I go either way. Well, like, what I'm trying to say is, like, going back in the womb, there's one way to go in there, you know what I mean? Okay, I guess everyone's straight here. Anyway, so speaking of anxiety, I've had anxious attachment since I had my first boyfriend, and he always made me feel like he was gonna break up with me and stuff. So I hate being reminded of him. But on July 4th, I was eating mini hot dogs, and I was like, shit, I can't eat this anymore. Thank you, I heard someone say that's the best joke. a joke that I came up with when I was a virgin, which was like last year, and and it was, I like my men how I like my tampons. I've never had one inside me, and I never will. Yeah, but college changed that for me. Yeah, so how much time do I have left? I don't even know. Like, I don't know, I just got lost in all these thoughts I have all the time. How many of you watch Marvelous Mrs. Maisel? Okay, so like, I know I don't look exactly like her, but everybody that I met who has seen that show has said to me, oh my gosh, you're just like her, you're Jewish, and you're from New York, what are the odds? I did used to have the accent though before I went to college in Rochester, and I was very like self-conscious about it because everyone would be like, she's from Long Island, I'm not surprised. But yeah, I have watched that show. It has kind of reminded me of my first relationship. He left me because I was a comedian and funnier than him. So, yes. Let me hear a yes, queen. Anyway, that was me stalling. So, so that's all I have for you today. Thank you so much for that.